Well, good morning. This is Ben here at Pecan Hill Farms. Standing here in my rehab house. I wanted to show you this. Some progress has been made. I got the French door in, and so it looks nice. A little bit tricky. I'm not a pro, but I got her done. It's in, so that's good. So that's a good step in the right direction. Our trash pile is building. We got a wall over here that's coming down. That's almost done. So we're coming right along, and let me show you the big news for the day is that we have got our trash container. Yes. This is so exciting. I have a gentleman I go to church with. He's one of the deacons. He just cannot wait to come over here and help me haul all this trash out of this house. I still got some stuff left over here, but all that waste out of the house from the demo, he can't wait to come help. So I've got to give him a call and let him know that it's here. 30 yards. 30-yard container. Hopefully we won't need all that, but hopefully it's big enough. We got all that to start off with. It's sitting out there on the front of the street. Now let me give you a tip here. This is a tip from old Pecan Hill Farms. When you go to rent one of these, call around. Call several different people. Because when we were calling, and I'm not going to recommend anybody or say anything like that, but when we were calling, there was about a $300 difference between different companies. So, that's just a tip right there. Just make sure you call around at least 3 or 4 different companies because there is a big difference. It can save you about in my case, about $300. So anyway, so here we go. I'm going to get my buddy over here from church to help me maybe tomorrow start loading this stuff in and cleaning this house out, and we're going to continue on. I did get another door in the garage here. You can see right here against this garage here, this door, got that installed. Works pretty good. Open it up outside, and that's where the deck's going to be. We've got to clear all this out. Start throwing it out tomorrow. So, got a lot of work in front of us, but I'm going to get some help. So, I'll get back with you as we get started loading this stuff tomorrow and show you how that works. Well, good morning. Oh, it's the day after. I told you that we were going to start clearing the stuff out of this house. I just got my container, and here it is. Get out of the shadows here. So far, I'd say we filled that about 2/3. And I should have showed you yesterday, but we packed that in there. I mean, so neat. I mean, we had some leftover mattresses and a sofa. You can still see that sofa sticking its head out right there. But we stacked that in so neat. I mean, it was just, I should have made a training video out of it, how to pack a roll-off container here, gondola or whatever they call these things, to get the most in there, because we really did a good job. Now, I had help. I had a fella from church come over and help me. So if you go to my church, I'll let you guess who it was. Who's about the nicest guy there and will help with just about anybody? Well, if you know, you can leave comments in the comment section below. But anyway, so we got just about everything in there that we're going to put in there, I think. There's always some things that can come up. So let's go in the house and see what it looks like now. Got still a few things here they haven't picked up yet. The china cabinet that was here, I found a home for it. debating on, do we load up the dryer or see if somebody would want that. It's a little rough, I guess it works. Okay, so here we go. Here we are. In the dark, of course. In the rehab house without all the junk. Boy, does it look nicer. It acts like you can actually do something in here. And you might have noticed some things different. There's a wall missing there. I got my new header put up there. I might have showed you this in another video, I'm not sure. And I'm building a wall there. Built another wall here. And then we're going to have right over here is going to be another wall. And then we're going to walk in and we're going to have, in this area here, we're going to have, hopefully, a couple of French barn doors. So we can use this as an office, could use it as a fourth bedroom, whatever. But that's what we plan on doing there. So we'll see how that works out. Of course, I showed you my French door got installed. And so we got a long ways to go. But at least being clean makes a big difference. Now back here in the bathrooms, we got the old cabinet out of this, counter out of this one. I'm going to keep that because it's really pretty good shape. But I got them blocked off right now for we won't lose so much AC, because I've just gutted that one far bathroom. I just ended up having to gut. The sheetrock was bad. It's just completely gutted. And this one here, it's partially gutted. I'm gonna have to do some more because there's a lot of water, rotted. There was a lot of rotted sheetrock behind the toilet that we took out. I'm just gonna have to do the same thing as I did the other one. Just take it all out. So anyway, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Boy, it sure looks a lot nicer in here. A lot easier to work. You don't have to step over stuff, around stuff. So I guess my next big project, I guess, will be removing the popcorn ceilings. Many people have done that for sure. So they say the whole key to this, if it hasn't been painted, if it's been painted, it's going to be real lot harder to get that popcorn off. I haven't got up there and really checked it out yet, but that's going to be a project coming up pretty soon. I've got to get the tub out, and the problem with the tub is the drain is all eaten away, and so you can't get one of those tools in there to loosen the drain, so I got to work on that. So thought I just want to give you an update here on the house and all the trash we got rid of. Back out here in the garage. And so let's head over and I'll show you a couple things in the garden. So let's walk on over there. Okay, here we are with the cucumbers in the drum. Okay. As you can tell, they have really started growing well. There have been a couple, some things that happened here to a couple branches, but more overall, there's one growing there. You can see there. There's another one there. I don't know if you can see him. Right down in there. I picked one for my wife the other night. There's another one there. So you can grow cucumbers in just a water solution, but I think from what I'm experiencing, what I think is the key, and there's another one growing down there if you can see it. I think the key is you've got to have a big container. Well, there's another little one there. I just broke that one off. You've got to have a big container, because my 5-gallon bucket experiment that I showed you all the other day, it just keeps running out of water. And so, I mean, you got to be on top of it all the time. So I've eventually picked all the cucumbers off it, and I've just let it go. But these are 30-gallon containers. We'll see if they how long they last with water. Some fellows use 55-gallon. I picked these 30s up. I thought, well, maybe that'd be a compromise between a 5 and a 55. 30-gallon might be enough. So we'll find out if that's enough water. But as you can tell, overall the cucumber plant is looking pretty good. I'm getting cucumbers on it. It took a little while to get going, probably because of it was the cool weather when I put them out here. It's not being cool weather anymore, is it? I mean, it's getting dry. Look at my ground. You get past the old duck feathers. I mean, I got cracks everywhere already. It's June. We had any rain, I don't know, what, 2 weeks? Have we had any rain this month? I don't think I have. So, and it's already 95, 100 degrees. So it's going to be a hard summer, I believe. But you can grow these things, these cucumbers. I'd say that's a success. So you can do it. Let's go over here to the duck water station, see how that's working out. Okay, here we are at the duck water station. I tell you what, this has been a successful build. I noticed one thing here. They just about splashed the water out of this one. But you can see there's just not a whole lot of dirt in the bottom of it. Beforehand, without this water station, if I just had them sitting on the ground, that would be just solid mud in the bottom. These here, been here a little over a day, and you can tell there's just, the water's still clean. They've dipped their bills in there and got them a drink, but the water's still clean. This one here, they like to get inside because it's bigger and splash around and swim around and all sorts of things they do in there. But they knocked the water out of it. But I think they might have, I noticed when I walked up here, this drain might have been askew a little bit. So they might have actually, for the first time, kind of knocked that drain out with one of their feet. But this has been a success. Here's the little muddy area here. Not too bad. I mean, it's nothing like it used to be. When I showed you in the other videos, it was just mud everywhere around there where the water was at. So, hey, all I can say, this is a very successful venture. You can, I just made one basically with what I had laying around the house. So it's not pretty, but you can make one too. If you can have a way to keep them away from that water, drain it away, and for they can't get to it and make a muddy mess. So anyway, I'll have to say this has been a very successful venture, and we got one more thing I want to show you before I take off today. So let's get on over there and I'll show you. Okay, we're over here to the comfrey fertilizer bucket. I guess about 6 weeks ago, was it, that I did a video on stuffing one of these buckets full of comfrey and then filling it with water, putting a brick on it to hold it down under the water, and then just put a lid on it and let it just ferment. So here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, boy, that's some nasty looking stuff. Ooh, and it stinks. I mean, it's just almost, it stinks pretty bad, but you can see it's just green fermented. Ugh. It's rough. See if I can pull some of that back. See that? I don't know if that camera's picking it up. It's just green, dark green, ugly. But anyway, So there's the fertilizer. Now what I'll do is I'll drain that out, and I'll pull all the pulp out, all the leftover vegetation, comfrey vegetation. I'll put it in the compost pile, and then I will scoop out that what's left over in there, stir it up real good, and use it in about a how much do I use? I'll have to, no, I can't remember. It's 10 to 1 or 3 to 1. I think it's 3 to 1 with water. And then I'll use that and pour around the plants as a fertilizer. So anyway, so I'm just going to let you see. Usually maybe I wouldn't leave it in there 6 weeks or so, but I did it this time just to make sure you could see what it looks like. So anyway, so it's working. And we'll use it for some fertilizer, and when I get ready to do that, we'll show you that. And I'm just kind of out here in the garden. I'm trying to keep it from burning up. But it's been good this year. At a time there for a while there, I didn't know for sure. I got onions that are ready. I need to start drying some of these onions. I've got more jalapenos to pick and put up. More zucchini. I just like I'm just like begging people to take that. One more round of blueberries to pick. I picked about 3 quarts so far. I guess I better get after it before some of them are getting dried up. Blackberries. Oh my goodness gracious. These blackberries are about to kill me. I've been in here picking these things. And picking. I don't know how many gallons I've picked. There's another one right there. It's going to go down the old hatch here. There's another one. Uh-oh, that one's got a little bit of red on it. I should not have picked that. Look a little sour, but not bad. But anyway, so a lot of them have been picked, but I probably still have enough for another couple quarts. But next year's are growing really big and nice and pretty. Shoot, they're 8 feet tall. My tomatoes are suffering. They've fallen over. And my problem, it's been so hot so fast that they're getting sun scald on them. That's what happens when you get too many irons in the fire. You get too many things going on at one time. You kind of sometimes let things go. But yeah, I see that sun scald they're getting on them. I've got to get out here and try to do something. Maybe put some shade netting on them or something. But it's been successful, so things are going pretty good. And got the water going this morning. I've got to order me some of that drip tape, I guess. I tried some other stuff and it didn't work very well. More blueberries over here. Pick one of them bad boys. Not bad. Goji berries are like crazy. They don't taste very good, you know. They kind of taste like eating grass. But I just need to pick them, get in and dry them. But anyway, so that's our update. The rehab house is going good. The cucumbers in a drum, I gotta give that an A. The water station, I gotta give an A. And this smelly comfrey fertilizer, I guess you gotta give it an A, even though it smells like an F. But anyway, so I'm gonna go now. I gotta deliver some stuff to my son, see his project that he's working on, and I'll be back to see you on that next video. Please subscribe. If you know who the guy was, or who you think the guy was at my church that helped me, leave a comment in the comment section. We'll see if you're right. And we'll see you on the next video.